inside the compounding lab. The lab is divided up in different stations and stages at which a compound is made. It doesn't matter whether we're making sugar water or anything else, it's all done in stages, and that way we can control the process. Normally we have a technician that will weigh the chemicals out underneath the hood. The hood's to protect us from air or airborne particles from the drugs. We have a balance here that's considered to be very sensitive, and we have controls for that as well as airflow controls here. We have a formula, and it's what we call our to-do list. So the technician brings up the chemical, the first ingredient in the formula, and it has a barcode scanner, and the barcode is scanned to make sure it's the correct chemical. Once it's scanned, then she comes over and weighs it, and the computer checks the weight. All of this is done under controlled airflow so that we don't contaminate anyone else. When it's done, there'll be the computer will okay the ingredients, okay the weights, and then print out a worksheet. And that worksheet, when it's printed out, is taken over here. Once the worksheet is printed, it's put with the chemicals on the tray, and then the next station takes it from there. This is stage 2, and this is where the compounding begins. I come along or the pharmacist on duty, check the ingredients, make sure they're all correct and they've been barcoded, and then the weights are all printed out on this worksheet for us. It's checked by the pharmacist and then proceeds to have it compounded depending on what type of a compound it is. We do some capsules in another area. We mix creams and lotions in a different area. And then if it's a pet med or something like that that just needs to be the ingredients put together and mixed and put into a bottle, that's done in this stage here. At this stage, that's where some of the mixing begins. We've scanned it through the system so we can track on the computer where each prescription is. At this stage, this one is a cream, and it's a hormone cream from the looks of it. And this hormone cream, once it's been checked, will go to a mixing stage. We have mixers, and over here we have a liquid that's going to be made into a pet med. Okay, this is Kristen, and she's going to show us how she mixes a cream, and this will be just a 1 ounce portion.
Okay, this in here. Right. Slide this through here. It clamps in, and I'm going to set the time to 0.45 seconds, and it's at speed 2. And I begin.
If you try to mix all these by hand, you couldn't do it right, and you couldn't do it well. So you wouldn't have a homogeneous cream. You'd have lumps in it and things like that. So this way it makes an elegant cream. Okay, this is an ointment mill. If you have large particle size, like we're going to put powder into a cream, you want to make sure that it's going to absorb. It won't if it's big crystals, and it also will feel gritty on the skin. So we run it through an ointment mill, and it's like a wringer washing machine. And what it does is it crushes the particles. It makes the cream very smooth. And after it's gone through there twice and then remixed, that will be very, very smooth. In this particular case, this was a hormone cream that she mixed on the mixer, and we're going to put it into a device that makes it nice and easy to put on the skin. It looks like a roll-on deodorant, and what she does is she's going to load it. We call it a Top-A-Click. Some women call them clickers, but she's going to load the Top-A-Click real quick here for us.
Getting the air bubbles out.
Mm-hmm. is like a roll-on deodorant. The cream comes up on top, and they just rub it in. Go ahead, and then we put it in a plastic bag. It's our finished product. Okay, this is Jennifer. Jennifer's going to do some capsules, and this actually is for seizures and a dog. So she's going to show you how we mix the powders together, and then she's going to do the basics on how to do a capsule.
Here we go. First, we take our 2 ingredients and we're gonna roll them together so they get all mixed nice and well for these 300 capsules. Roll it out a bit.
Mixing in the plastic bag is very handy because it definitely will show that it's mixed. We sometimes use an indicator in it to show that it's well mixed. That won't be necessary in this one.
This guy makes it really handy to load 300 individual capsules into the capsule machine. Without it, it would take a long time.
Now we're ready for the powder. Just turns the fan on the hood so everything goes up, not in her face, and it doesn't go around the rest of the lab either. She'll do the initial filling like this and even it out, and then we'll put it on a vibrator, and it vibrates the powders and packs the powders for us. You have to do a little hand packing, but not very much.
You can get a little bit more of this drug into these capsules if I use this guy to push all of that granular stuff down. Alright, tops to bottoms. This is the tricky part. Alright, hopefully we're all connected. Bam.
So now she put the capsules back together with the medication in them, and then she'll lock them down. They're kind of like, they make them so that they are what we call a positive lock. So once they're locked down, then the capsules really can't open on their own at all. And there you have 300 capsules. Once this is done, we do a statistical average on the capsules to make sure that we don't have any that are heavier and lighter so that the dose is correct. And then we do skip lot testing. So I will take a sample and I will send it to a lab in Houston, and they will tell me the exact amount of chemical in it. So we do periodic testing of that to make sure that we're meeting our goals and getting the accuracy we need.